Japan is one of the healthiest, safest, and longest living societies in human history. In 1960, the average Japanese person lived to about 67 years old. Today, it's over 80. That's a 20-year increase in a single lifetime. Japan built universal healthcare, it eliminated major infectious diseases, it created one of the most efficient health systems in the world. But here's the twist. That success didn't just create longer lives, it created a massive retirement and social security crisis. Japan didn't just grow wealthy, it grew old. My name is Krish Hora, and I'm a student at Boston University, and today's podcast is on Japan's aging population, a success story with consequences. Right now, nearly 30% of Japan's population is over 65. That's almost 1 in every 3 people. To compare, the United States, about 17%. The global average, about 10%. Japan isn't just aging, it is the oldest country in the world. And it's speeding up. By 2065, nearly 38% of the population could be elderly. At the same time, the total population of Japan is shrinking, from 128 million in 2010 to potentially under 100 million. So this isn't just aging, it's something more dangerous. Fewer workers supporting more retirees. And that imbalance is what puts Japan's entire pension and healthcare system under pressure. Japan's social security system, or social system, includes public pensions, universal healthcare, long-term care insurance, and it was built when Japan was young. In 1965, there were only 9 workers for every retiree. Today, just 2. Same system, less than a quarter of the support. That's not just an economic consequence. That's a structural strain on the entire economy. Because now, fewer people are paying into the system, more people are drawing out of it, and that gap is growing. Government spending reflects that. Out of Japan's $100 trillion yen budget, over 1/3 goes directly to Social Security. Meanwhile, revenue isn't keeping up. So what fills the gap? Debt. Japan's government debt is now over 200% of GDP, the highest among advanced economies. In simple terms, for every $100 Japan produces, it owes over $200. To deal with this, Japan made a controversial move. It raised its consumption tax, 5% to 8%, and now 10%. The logic? If fewer workers are paying taxes through corporate tax or income tax, you need tax that everyone's spending instead, even retirees, which is what? Consumption tax. But here's the trade-off. Higher taxes equals less spending. Less spending equals slower growth. And Japan's already struggling with low growth and low inflation, so policymakers faced a tough choice. Raise taxes and stabilize the system, or keep taxes low and risk collapse. Japan chose stability. In 2000, Japan introduced long-term care insurance, and this changed everything. Instead of relying on families, elder care became a national system. Since then, users have tripled. Spending rose from 3.6 to over 10 trillion yen, and it's still rising. So Japan is resigning healthcare itself. More home care, more prevention, more chronic disease management. But because hospitals alone can't handle an aging society. By 2040, Japan could face a shortage of 10 million workers. So it's adapting in 3 ways. First, people are working longer. Retirement ages in Japan are rising up into its 70s. 2, technology filling up the gaps. Robotics in nursing homes, AI in monitoring systems, you name it. Number 3, immigration, but carefully. Japan is slowly opening up to foreign workers, especially in the healthcare sector. This is where economics meet international relations. Japan isn't just changing internally, it's reshaping labor flows across Asia. Japan isn't alone. It's just early. Countries like South Korea, China, much of Europe are aging fast. Soon they will also face the same pressures: fewer workers, rising healthcare costs, pension strain, slower growth. So the real question is, how do you sustain an economy when people live longer but fewer people are born? Japan's aging crisis isn't a failure. It's a result of a success. People lived longer, healthcare worked, society stabilized, but that success rate created pressure. Longer lives demanded deeper reform, and the world is paying attention, because what Japan is solving today, the rest of us will face tomorrow.